But first, we dive deeper into President Trump's order designed to keep TikTok online in the U.S. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro joins us now with more on all of this. Aaron, there's a lot of young people and maybe some older people rejoicing today. What did the president have to say about this order?
Yeah, the president said, as you mentioned, that Chinese President Xi Jinping, quote, gave the go-ahead for TikTok to be ran by American investors, said that China's, quote, now fully on board, though it's important to note we're still waiting to see an official statement from their side regarding all of this. But President Trump outlined the deal, saying that tech company Oracle, which is based in America, will play a big role in terms of maintaining the security and safety of American user data in the app. Vice President Vance, who has been heavily involved in getting this deal together in the talks between U.S. and Chinese officials, said that there was some resistance on the Chinese side in regards to this deal, but that the deal that they reached ultimately, in the White House's eyes, will abide by the law passed by Congress, that it would ban TikTok if they did not divest from China-based parent company ByteDance, and that is a law that essentially President Trump has been delaying through executive action since his second term began.
Now, Aaron, as you all know, Congress had moved to ban TikTok because of national security concerns. How does this deal address those concerns?
By primarily having American investment companies, in addition to Oracle, have most of the stake in terms of TikTok's platform in the U.S. 80% will be Oracle and other investment firms, while China-based parent company ByteDance will have a bit less than 20%. The ByteDance member on the U.S. board for the TikTok platform will also be excluded from any security matters, which has been the main concern that led to that law being passed by Congress. And I just want to note that the chief technology officer of Oracle, Larry Ellison, his son, David Ellison, owns Skydance Paramount, which is a partner company of parent company, rather, of CBS News. But the White House believes that this law or this deal will satisfy the law passed by Congress just before President Trump came into the White House. But again, waiting on China for an official comment.
All right, Aaron Navarro, thank you very much.